I'm not eating videos anyway.
Like I said, y'all can do that. I'm gonna just introduce the topics. I'll just say your names. Don't worry about it.
No, I can say my name, nigga. I know who I am. You know who you are, right?
But y'all are
Sure,
chewing
find
food.
out, but you know. Oh, you meant figuratively or literally?
What's up, guys? It's me, Evan, and today I'm here with my friends as we film another one of these guy group discussion videos. And it's me, Akai, Kenneth. As always, we're here to talk about these things, and you can always comment down below suggestions for what you want us to talk about. And if you like these discussions, don't forget to like that video and click the subscribe button for more discussions like we do on a weekly basis.
Hit that notification bell too, son.
Yeah, because
you know, you heard.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about something that you can probably tell from the title, dating somebody who has kids. Is that something you can do? It's something that happens a lot. It's not that uncommon. Excuse me. And given in today's society, especially right now at our age range, you start to find yourself a lot meeting people who might already have kids.
Yeah,
like,
it's way too. I mean, not to say
in that
mid
but I think it happens to every generation. I don't think it's just a today's world thing. I think it always happens once you hit your 20s. It just happens to be
more prevalent, like in this day and age. No, because you see it a lot more in this day and age than you did like 10, 15 years ago.
I think it existed. It just because of social media, it just wasn't as people weren't as aware of it. Mm-hmm. Now that it's more in everybody's face, you're more aware of it.
I mean, if you know, but
yeah,
it's like coming out of high school.
It was way easier to hide your kids back in the 90s.
Back in like the
20th
century, yeah.
They had that shit on like the grassy and shit.
It was like, oh my god, we didn't know Susie had a baby. She was taking care of it after school. Wait, what are you doing from school time in the morning until the afternoon? Where did you put the baby?
No, the baby doing laundry and doing laundry.
No, it's a Mickey D's, you know.
Yeah.
Number 5.
But
yo, can I get fries of that?
Damn, it's taking so long. We got a fucking baby working this.
But imagine the baby's like working mad hard, like frying all this. I'm working a fucking kid. Little fucking hand.
The baby's elbow now.
Boy, you want the baby to have a D-man book? Niggas are working on this okay.
I wanted a fucking Big Mac. Stop giving me kids meals.
Fucking pussy.
Bitch ass nigga. Punk ass baby.
Bitch, come back here and smack the shit out you.
Bitch ass.
Put it up there, nigga. Let's go.
Bitch ass, puss ass baby.
Bitch ass babies.
Bitch ass, puss ass
babies.
Puss ass, bitch ass, baby.
Pull down them diapers. What's up?
Square up there, nigga.
Wait a minute.
Pull up them diapers. What's up? I meant pull up.
No.
Pull up them diapers.
You
what's
gotta
up?
go. You gotta definitely go.
Can you date a girl that has kids?
Can't do it.
Can you date a girl that has kids? Or a kid?
A kid?
A kid or kids?
I think it honestly does depend. It really depends.
Let's dig into this. She has one kid. What's the limit? What's the limit?
Not even.
What's the cutoff?
The cutoff?
Oh, yeah, there has to be a cutoff.
You said it depends.
3 or more.
3 or more?
3 or more. If she's got 2 kids, but they're both really super fucking young, like within like a year of each other, and they're both like under 5, I can do it.
I see why, because they at least
because
each other.
Exactly.
What if you date? Let's say you meet a girl tomorrow. She has a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old.
Chill.
Really?
The fact that they're older and they're more like independent in a sense,
and they could grow to resent me because like they could see me like trying to infringe upon them and trying to like
square up. Puss ass, man. Puss ass, boy.
Puss ass 30-year-old. Fuck you, nigga. You just let me get time tables. What's 2 ass whoopings times 2 ass whoopings?
That I would say is definitely a point, but I can say that I would do that for that. Thank you, sir. I would say for me, my only reason for not dating someone that would have a kid is because I feel like there's a point in time where I'm going to be like, wow, I want this with you, but I don't think we can have that because you already have that with somebody else.
Okay, Professor Helm, there's a time and place for everything.
No, I'm just saying, like, if I were to like go into a relationship with a person, I would want to have.
So why not just have a baby with that person?
I could, but then it's like, in the grand
you
scheme
want
of
an
things,
exclusive family?
No, not an exclusive family, but I want to at least know that the way that I was going about starting a family with this person was gonna be.
But you could do that just with a +1.
Yeah,
or
but
two.
that's
However many
for
kids
me.
she got
There's
coming in
too
with
many
you.
scenarios and factors that come into play.
Where do
It's
you
like
see the kid coming in as an issue? Where do you see that? being an
the
issue?
way I see that happening is this kid is gonna be along for the ride with us. We're gonna have to make sure that we're able to maintain a lifestyle that's able to support this kid's growth, developmentally, mentally, emotionally, however, and it has to align with what this person wants for this son or daughter. You know, like there's too many factors that come into play, and then outside of that is the person knowing their biological father. After that, that's a whole nother dynamic.
That's another thing. Like, could I date this person and then the father is in like the child's life? That makes it a bit more difficult.
So, all right, let's go there now. Let's say the father is not a part of that child's life. Is
Then
it
yes,
easier?
Yes, it's way easier because
Yeah,
now
nigga.
it's way
You
easier.
jump mad easy. Yeah, nigga, I can be replacement dad super quick. Substitute
Why you
daddy.
think I'm wearing this ass on my chest, bro?
Substitute daddy.
You gotta be super mad when you don't
like,
want it.
it's just that train of thought. Like, yo, they gotta be mad young. They gotta not know their dad. Dad gotta not be a part of the picture. Like, you just wanna. It sounds like you just wanna fill in as the dad without the actual.
Relax.
He's half a dad being a full dad.
Yeah, that's just
No.
what it sounds like.
Like
Please,
I
please
said,
defend that.
it makes it easier on both those cases because one, if the kid is young, they don't have to grow up with the resentment of not having a father and then having someone come into their lives like as they're older, 9, 10, even as a teenager. That makes it difficult for them. Because I'm speaking from experience because my mom almost did that.
She dated somebody and you was like, yo, fuck this nigga.
Basically, yeah.
Who this nigga?
Yeah, I was 14.
What's good, nigga?
Yeah, I was 14.
Let's
I was
go.
like, yo, my father passed away 2 years before, so I was like, yo, who the fuck are you? You not
Like, yo, it's been 2 years. He ain't even in the dirt yet.
Where is it, Evan? Evan, where is it?
I'm 14, I'm emotional. I'm Kenneth. I'm not Evan, I'm Kenneth right now. I'm 14, I'm emotional. Yo, the dirt ain't, the soil's still soft. The soil's still soft.
After so many years.
The soil's still soft.
And
You know
what
when you
happened to
date-
his body?
Not for nothing, I wasn't this confused when I was 14. Man, I was in 8th grade, like, nigga, what's... Bro,
Biology
you good?
is a thing that we should all...
The soil is still soft on the grave.
on
Is it?
Yes.
You sure?
It rained.
You were undertaking
It rained
that?
the day
It
before.
rained the day before the soft.
Okay, riddle me this. Why is his body above ground for 2 years?
We couldn't find a piece of earth to find, we live by a cemetery.
That's gonna be a whole nother video. If you die, that's just gonna be another video in the future for future reference. If you die, how long is it okay for your significant other to go date somebody else? Or is it even okay?
Yeah.
That's my point. 2 years? Come on.
But I feel like
I ain't gonna say nothing about your mother. Come on now. Don't be doing that. Be disrespectful.
No, that is essentially how I felt. Like,
Disrespect.
I did
another
not...
point could be a divorce. You could also
That's different.
No, but it could also be another. It's another
If we
angle
go
of
through
the
a
topic.
whole, if you
Just
go
saying.
through a divorce and you wanna date somebody else, do that. You probably lose a
Yeah, but I mean, with a
Hold
child
on.
involved. That's what I mean.
whole.
What? Jeez. Oh my God.
Whatever. We back on this. We gotta get back on this
We
topic.
getting wild.
back in
We
here.
getting wild just like on this video.
No, they better agree with me, nigga. The fuck. All right, back to the topic. What I was saying was,
No, I was saying.
you felt offended. Did that nigga tell you square up?
No, like my mom.
Yeah, he pussy.
No, my mom realized like, yo,
He left, right? He left, right?
He
He
goes-
didn't get to be a part of the picture, right?
nigga, he gonna scramble a little bird chest to 14-year-old me. Like,
He was scared. Sound like he's scared.
I was like 5'6".
Did he hang around?
No.
Pussy. Like I said, you was trying to see what was good. You was about that action. You was like, listen, right now, my nigga, we can do this shit right now. He's like, yo, hold on,
Shoot
hold
the
on.
film.
Exactly.
Shoot the film.
Exactly.
I'm tired of you fucking my mom.
No, we not, bro.
I tried to leave his mother out of this.
I'm sorry.
Can
I'm
we
just
not,
like,
bro? Nah,
we
yo,
not do
future
this.
Evan. Future Evan, can we not put a crying Jordan face on me right now? Just like, bro, come on, man.
Can we not?
Listen,
Put that on
I care about you.
Put that on a shirt. Can we not?
Can we not? Can we not?
His face. That's the name of the
There you go. That's the shoulder. Can we not?
Can we not?
Yay! Laughing at Ken's expense.
Can we not laugh at Kim's expense?
I just wanted to be a
Can we
picture.
not date women with... See?
Oh, hey, there you go. Hey.
Can we not? And you just spend the time.
Can we not? And then it's underscore. No, this is the picture I was. Oh no, Kevin. Come on, man.
Can we not?
Why?
You're gonna be nationally syndicated T-shirt, bro. You should be excited.
Actually syndicated.
You should be a T-shirt. You should be excited right now. But
3 seasons already done.
exactly. 6 seasons in a movie. You should be excited.
We gonna have 50 Cent on the
Anyway, so she realized that I wasn't fully 100% comfortable with him like being there because he would come over to the house like all the time and they wouldn't do nothing.
Yo, they ain't got no job.
He did. He worked.
He ate all my snacks.
Drink my Capri Suns. Can we not? Can we not?
You're not doing this right now.
Can we not drink my Capri
Who the fuck is that?
Every time I open in the fridge, yo, can we not, bro?
My fucking Capri Suns. My Lunchables.
Nigga, get hell.
I'm looking for my fucking Pop Tarts. Like, yo, where my fucking Pop
Can
Tarts?
we not?
Like, oh my bad, bro. Yo, can we not?
You at least help me with my homework, nigga. The fuck? Algebra hard. Fuck.
Yeah, bro.
hard as fuck.
Like, help me get the fuck out. Fuck that nigga, bro.
See, he still wanna fight.
Fuck that nigga, bro.
He
Fuck
really
that,
did
bro.
eat his snacks.
Why you think I've been training? Why you think I've been training all these years, bro?
Oh my father.
I hope I catch this nigga lacking on the streets, bro. It's like, yo,
He keep ducking me.
ducking me. Exactly.
That nigga's still pussy. And if you're watching this video, you pussy. Don't edit that out.
Oh.
That's the name of the show. You pussy.
You pussy niggas. Bet. Alright, so boom. Yeah, Miles was like, yo, I understand if you don't feel 100%.
Can we not? Can we not? Oh.
She was like, yo, I understand if you don't feel 100% comfortable with him coming around. Like to be honest, like I can see it in your face that you don't want him around. Like, is that like honestly how you feel? And I told her straight up, like, yes, I understand that, you know, like time heals all wounds and stuff like that, and you would want to move on. Honestly, I don't feel comfortable with him here because I feel like him being here and he's going to try and treat me like he's my father when I know for a fact he's not. So like he can be in your life, but I'm not gonna acknowledge him. Like I'm gonna ghost him. I'm gonna walk past him like he's not even there. She was like, okay, well I don't want you to do that because that's respectful. So like to make it easier, I'm just gonna end things with him. So I was like, you don't have to. I told her she didn't have to do that, but like in my heart, I was like, I felt relieved. Like even now, it's been 14 years since that. Like even now, I still feel relieved about that.
So you cock blocked your moms.
In a sense.
Just saying. Why you laughing? Why? Just saying. That's what he did.
There's that
Mom
one
was trying to
point.
get a show.
Nah.
She was like, nah.
There's that one point where she's
not
just
right.
cooking in the kitchen. She's looking. Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
No. She's looking at him. She's looking at him. Cooking the food. Can we not?
Can we not? Can we not?
Can we not, nigga?
You had all these bitches come through, but I bring one nigga.
To adjust to a new male role model in their lives, but then like
That's only if that nigga, like you just said.
yeah,
If the dude tries to play the role of the
exactly.
father.
But like sometimes the mom kind of like infringes that responsibility onto them.
Really?
You know, like yo, like if their biological father isn't in the picture, and like say little nigga is like fucking up in school, like he's being a bully or he's just not doing his homework or
just
whatever,
like talk to
and
them.
exactly like talk to them, not being disciplinary, but just talking to them.
Yeah.
Like the kid is gonna take it the wrong way.
Really?
The older they are, they're gonna take it the wrong way.
So wait, let me
Like we all work with kids. You know how hard it is for like an older kid to realize.
not even from that perspective. All three of us have grew up with single mothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Has your mother ever brought another dude around?
Yeah. She's had different relationships.
Yeah. Did those
And
dudes try to like?
Me personally, like each situation, it was different because it was like, you know, you had one person who was just saying, you know what, I'm gonna be here for your mom. You know, I'm like the person that's in her life. I was like, you know what, hey, cool, you do you. I mean, yeah, sure, I can have resentment for this person, but at the same time, I'm ultimately thinking to myself, my mom, I would love to see her happy. So if that's the case and she's happy with this person and she feels that's what she needs, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one person was more or less like just like a health food nut or whatever.
Oh, like a health guru type shit.
Yeah.
Trying to change you.
Yeah, and it was like, oh,
Hey, you
man.
better stop eating that peach cobbler,
Man,
boy.
the day that ice cream came in and it wasn't ice cream, I was like, man,
The fuck was it?
this nigga whack. No.
You told that nigga.
Mom, you gotta bring some better dig up in this house. Can we not?
Maybe not. But then it was like there was the other dude, Chauncey, who was like more or less.
See, he got a name. See,
he
it's
had
cool.
a family.
That's how you know he got a name.
No, but he had a family.
No,
He had a
because
family.
you told me about.
Oh yeah,
Chauncey
yeah.
doing
No.
that.
Can we not? Yo, there's a lot of
Chauncey.
Oh, I mean, the thing with that was it was a different dynamic, which I think would inspire another video. But what if you go into a relationship and knowing you have a family and they have a family, do you think that could work? Because I mean, he had a family. And
He had his own kids?
Yeah, he had 2 kids, and you know, like it's like one of those things where I guess both people wanted to pursue that, but ultimately it couldn't happen the same way. And plus, dude was kind of like a man child, so still living in the projects.
How you feel about him? Did he try to be your dad?
Well, I see that he meant well, and he knew that also him having a son as well and kids, like he didn't have to impose himself. So it's kind of like he knew, like, hey, if this person wants to come to me and seek something, I'm cool with that. But you know, I'm gonna just let it be. And that's kind of like the I would say the stance I have on it, because it's like, you know, you can't, like Kenneth said, you can't impose yourself on, you know, the person, and you're the one coming into the situation.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to interrupt. Like I have a similar situation, but it wasn't like a father figure. It was a grandfather figure because my grandmother got me remarried.
Oh, okay.
Like
new fuck nigga, let's go.
it was about.
He married your grandmother. He ain't pussy.
It was like
I'm coming to this family. I'm sitting here.
It was honestly
with a rocket chair.
That's my seat.
It was honestly like 6 months after my father passed away.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like 6 months after my father passed away. So like that one was still super fresh. And
soil was still soft.
Yeah.
if you had a knock it off.
Yeah.
So
Can we
so-
do?
So like I went to Guyana for the wedding and everything. Spent like the whole summer out there.
You went to Guyana, really?
Yeah, he's Guyanese.
No, you went to Guyana.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, I never knew that.
Yeah.
To the motherland.
Look, not for nothing. Yo, not to knock Guyana, but chill.
That's
One, hot as fuck, like hot, like nigga, it's South America. The shit is hot out there, nigga. That's one. Two, mosquitoes, bro.
You're dragging it.
I'm dragging it, bro.
I get it, but back to the
Nigga, they ate
topic.
me alive, bro. You can edit this shit out. I'm telling that to y'all.
I'm getting my shit off right now. Can you not?
Exactly. You interrupted me, bro. I don't interrupt your stories.
I didn't tell a story.
Earlier, off camera,
That was
about Virginia, bitch. The Virginia
you
slaves.
love snitching on camera.
Went to Guyana, but he had to stay when we came back because he was working on his like visa issues or whatever. So he didn't end up coming up. Didn't end up coming up till about like October, November time. So he came up, moved in the house with us, all that, and then like wintertime comes. I remember this story because this was like the first thing that really like irritated me about him. It had started snowing outside, and like the snow was just starting to stick. Like it's been snowing for about an hour, and it's just started to stick. It wasn't even an inch of snow on the ground. Homeboy comes downstairs. He's like, "Yo, go shovel outside." Excuse me. I look out the window. I'm like, "Bro, there's nothing to shovel."
He
Like,
baby bored you?
like, yo, he's like, "Yeah, go shovel." I'm like, "Yo, there's nothing to shovel right now. There's no point in me shoveling because 20 minutes from now, it's just gonna be right back there. Let me wait 4 hours because that's what my mom always said. Wait 4 hours for it to like build up and then like shovel it out." And he's like, "Nah, you gotta take responsibility. Go shovel it now." I'm like, "There's nothing to shovel." Like we ended up shouting at each other. Like, "There's nothing to shovel. stop telling me to go shovel because it's not a shovel. So my mom comes upstairs like, yo, what's all this yelling about? And I told her like, yo, he's telling me to go shovel. There's nothing to shovel. She looks outside like, yo, there's nothing to shovel. So I'm gonna need you to relax yelling at my son because there ain't shit to shovel. So he was like, nah, you gotta go shovel. I was like, I bet. I grabbed the broom from the kitchen and I swept the little pathway. And I left the broom outside. I was like, boom. I left it in the middle of the shit. I was like, ha, 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 boom. And I woke up and I'm staring at this nigga. I was like, satisfied, and then I walked away. And that was like the beginning of the end for him staying there because like any little issue he did like got me heated. Like I would complain to my mom and my grandmother like, yo, he's doing this, yo, he's doing that, yo, he's doing this.
Yo, this nigga taking medicine again.
Like I was snitching on the lightest shit.
He didn't say bless you when I sneeze.
No, I was like, yo, this nigga left the light on in the bathroom too long, bro. Like he run out of the light bill. Like, yo, you leave the water running while you're brushing your teeth, yo, that's wasting water, bro. Like, yo.
Why'd you leave your teeth on the couch? Damn it, man, what are you doing, man?
Leave the water running while you brush your teeth. What's wrong with you, nigga?
That is
I was
actually, yeah, that's...
No, I was ridiculous, but yeah.
That's you know how petty you gotta be to like pick
A water bill.
to pick that out.
It's called a water
That
bill.
he's not paying.
Yes.
Neither one of us was paying
To
me
be
or him.
acquiesced to that information and pick it out and point it out to another human being.
And you know that he's doing this. That guy there is doing this thing. I might do it.
I was petty. I'm not gonna lie. I'm man enough to admit it. I was petty as fuck. They ain't never gonna
Well,
change.
that's your grandma, you know. You gotta look out for grandma.
Nah, he ain't give a fuck at that point, obviously.
So
This nigga's running water while he's brushing his teeth. Wild.
and to end the story, they ended up getting divorced.
Wait, they got married and went through with it despite all those wild.
That's wild. I can't imagine why they would ever get divorced. It's insane. I was gonna have a story, but
Kept
shit.
the water running too long.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get divorced.
That's crazy.
Cut
Like, yo, bro, we gotta pay $600 on this water bill. You fucking up. But I guess to you turn back to the original point of this video. Could I date a woman with kids? Yes. It would just be easier for me on my soul if the kids were younger and if the father wasn't in the picture.
So you could fit into the role of the father more seamlessly.
Exactly. Exactly, because there's less I guess friction, because if he's trying to be the father and I'm trying to be the father, then the kids are getting two different perspectives about we're both gonna be inexplicably like telling the kids like, yo, that other nigga ain't shit. Don't worry about him, I got you. And like that nigga's gonna be saying the same shit about me.
Really? I guess my experience with it is different because growing up with a single mother, and my mother was dating, and she dated a dude, and I really, honestly, and I was in 6th grade, so I was like 12, 13 years old, probably in need of a male role model at that point in my life, without even knowing it. I did not give a shit, honestly, that my mother was dating another dude, and then he came to live with us, because honestly, he's just, not to say like he was just a cool dude, just one who's like, he minding his own business. He didn't impose himself upon me or any of my brother. Like if there was something that needed to be said, yeah, he might say it. But he never went out of his way to like, yo, I gotta teach you something. I gotta do this. Like he never, to me, like I said, it never felt like he imposed himself. And between me and my 2 other brothers, my other little brother, he didn't really care either. But my older brother, who was a couple years older than me, he did care because he saw him as like a challenging.
How old was he at the time?
Who, my older brother?
Yeah.
He's probably like 16, 17.
So he really didn't require a
And I think that's probably why he took it so personal in the sense of like, yo, this dude is like.
But that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That's what I'm
that's
saying.
why I was like, that's probably why he took it so much. Like, yo, this dude think he gonna come up in here and be my dad and take my mom away from me, because my brother has a different relationship with my mother than the rest of us do, because he's the firstborn.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that might be more reason for friendship. But for me, honestly, throughout my mother and that dude's entire relationship, it never felt weird for me. He never came off a certain type of way to me. I was perfectly cool with the dude, and when he passed away, I was legitimately sad. So, for me, I feel like, can I date a woman with a kid or kids? Probably not. Because I guess my own ideals, but I don't see a woman having kids is a reason, a red flag for me to stop dating her.
Okay.
But so I'm like, it wouldn't be the ideal situation, but if it's something that came up, like, you know, most women don't reveal that they have kids to maybe later on just for safety reasons, how comfortable they feel.
Yeah.
But for me, like, if I was dating a girl and I really did like her and everything was getting more and more serious and she reveals to me that she has a child, then I might be okay with that. Because like I said, I teach kids, so I'm comfortable around children.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know how to not, you know, come off that way in a sense. Because, you know, like you said, some dudes don't know how to do that. They feel the need to impose their will and be a father figure and things like that. But I feel like that's not important. To me, that's not important. If a woman has a kid, that's her, that kid, and that kid's father. That's on them. That has nothing to do with me, in a sense, unless it's been requested upon me to act on it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
all I have to do is respect your relationship with your son, respect your son, and respect the relationship with the father.
Yeah.
If y'all have them two have that all settled. Other than that, I feel like that's nothing to do with me, unless requested upon. Unless she asks me to fight the father, then I'm leaving. Then I'm leaving. Because what if I lose? What if I lose? What if you lose?
Can we not?
Yes. What if you date this girl, y'all kicking it, y'all cool, she has a kid, you cool with it? Something. Fam wants to fight. Fam want to fight you, but wait, fam want to fight you. He's the size of Terry Crews.
I'm gonna fuck that nigga up as best as I can.
That's all
Listen,
good.
at least I died knowing that I tried. Fuck out of here. Thank you. No, I mean,
What you do?
I'm fucking that nigga up.
Terry Crews?
Yeah.
You gonna win?
Yeah. Bigger they are, the harder they fall. And easy to hit them joints, nigga.
Terry Crews gonna make a sandwich out of you, nigga.
He could try. Yo, Terry Crews, square up, bro. Let's go.
Can we not?
Nah, let's go. Can we?
Can we please?
Can we please?
No, I mean, come on.
I hear what you're saying about the situation, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, personally, I'm coming from that situation, but it kind of extended more so into the person that came in actually had, like, you know, a child between my mom and the person. So it's like, from that aspect, it taught me that I can be appreciative not of the union, but, you know, what came out of the union.
And also, I can speak upon, from being a child from a man who already had another family, I'm technically the second family my father had.
Okay.
So, I've seen the drama that comes with having kids. When you already have kids with one woman, to go have kids with another woman, try to start a family again, there is drama that can ensue. So I feel like seeing all that unfold kind of gave me foresight to, like, if I do choose to go in there, it lets me know what not to do and how not to handle that situation.
Yeah, because it gave, not only the foresight, but hindsight. Like, you know, like, damn, my dad really did this, this, and this, so, and that wasn't dope, that wasn't cool.
That made it more difficult for him.
Exactly. So that's telling you shit that you need to avoid. But, like, I feel like we all have, like the typical, like, outlooks on it. Like, I had the most negative, I guess, views upon it because, like, I had, like, the negative reaction to it. Like, I had, like, the neutral shit about it.
Oh,
the
no,
neutral.
I still had.
You said no. You said no.
No, I know you still. I know you said no, but you had a neutral reaction to it because you like the dude wasn't really infringing himself upon you. Like,
Personally, oh no, that's because we forgot about my stepdad. That was a whole.
No, yeah, because you didn't bring him up.
Yeah, I mean that's why I stand so strongly against seeing somebody coming from outside and trying to, you know, say, okay, now I'm here, you know, because it's like, I think the biggest thing we look past is how the child is going to develop amidst all of that, you know, like the person that comes in, they could essentially be a bad person, and that's essentially what, you know, I as a person would want to avoid. But I mean, I did have to deal with that.
Well, all right, let me throw another loop in the wrench.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say you date this person, they're a cool person, you find out they have kids, but now they're a bad parent.
Mm-hmm.
They're the bad parent.
Yeah.
I
feel like
do you leave her? She's a cool girlfriend, but a bad mom.
I can't be there for that, because that goes against how I feel about again going into like the education stuff.
Like
I
work with kids.
do
I can't.
So what would that make a man that dates a bad mother? but she's a cool girlfriend, but she's still a bad mom. A man that chooses
Someone that doesn't care about the well-being of the child.
Exactly. He's enabling like the. It's.
But what if he's
but he's enabling it by allowing it to go on.
But what if he sees her as a bad parent and he feels bad and he tries to, say, all right, she's a cool girlfriend. Her son may not be getting the most amount of love. Maybe I can fill that void and be that for the child.
But that she's still not doing anything for the kid?
Yeah.
Or doing the most for him?
Yeah.
They also have
But
to understand.
he's trying to do.
Within that aspect, they have to understand the fact that if they do set out to do that, then that would inherently make that child dependent on this outside person, which would definitely hinder a lot of growth.
How so though?
Really?
How
Think
so?
about it.
No, but like how so? Like,
No, I agree.
But how so?
Yeah. The reason why I say that
Because
is because
then the child becomes dependent on an outside source.
Exactly. It's not going to be.
And that may not be a consistent source. So now what happens when that thing is cut off?
Not even consistency, but in the grand scheme of like this person that is outside of any situation is the one that's trying to help you and assist you, yet your own flesh and blood isn't doing that. That's going to create so many paradigms because that child is going to be like, well,
why ain't I worth loving for my own family?
Exactly. And you've
That's
seen that happen to
crazy.
many people going off to either be celebrities or serial killers or anything like that.
Okay. I think the person that I had in mind is going to grow up to be a serial killer.
Yeah, but I mean, not every time that
you know
does
what I'm
happen.
talking about.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Not every time that
really
does
a serial
happen.
killer?
Yeah, a little serial killer.
A little serial killer.
Not every time does that happen.
But we don't know how tall the nigga is.
Oh my gosh.
Can we not?
I'm getting into the science of it, bro.
Go ahead.
There's no science involved with that. No, definitely not. I would say that if this is the case and it's a bad mother, good girlfriend scenario, me personally, I have to step out.
Yeah.
I can't be involved.
Same.
Because, again, that does go against my code as an educator. I do have to say something. But on top of that, I can't sit idly by knowing that if this person is doing this to their child, neglecting them. I'm going to be an accessory by that point. I can't do that.
I wouldn't be able to do it either. What about you?
Can't do that.
And I guess that's our thoughts.
Can we please
In closing.
agree? There we go. See?
Any
final thoughts?
Can we please get some likes on this video and comments down below?
You gotta do it with some more energy, bro. So that's our thoughts, guys. Don't forget to like this. Damn it. That's our
How's
thoughts.
that for energy, nigga?
Can we not? Jesus. So those are our thoughts, guys, on this topic of whether or not you should or shouldn't date a woman or your whatever significant other that might have kids or may not have kids, and what our thoughts going into that situation. If you agree or disagree, leave a comment down below whether if you do or don't and why. Also, don't forget to like this video. Make sure you click that subscribe button, click the notification bell so that way you can be updated on all of our future videos. Guys, you have any of your social media accounts you want them to follow?
Not yet.
What about you, bro?
Instagram and Snapchat.
Never mind. All right, cool.
Wow! Can we not?
Go ahead.
Instagram and Snapchat, both at Rojo Fiasco.
And if you guys want to follow me on any of my social medias, you already know. We got the Instagram, the Snapchat, the Twitter, and the other one.
Facebook.
Cool. At Evan Combest. And guys, that's about it.
Any suggestions for any other videos?
And also, if you have any other suggestions for any other topics you want us to talk about, leave it down in the comment section down below. Like I said before in the beginning of the video. So yeah, that's the end
Yeah,
of
you
the
gotta
video.
refresh it, nigga.
That's the end of the video. So
That's it.
can we not?
Can we not?
We found out our name.
Loud noises, loud noises.